What if a single week of drought could shrivel an entire lavender field and turn the multi-million-dollar essential oil market on its head? On today's Agri 360X, airing at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. daily, we'll journey into the aromatic world of lavender farming, where beauty masks fierce battles and ingenious solutions are blooming. In this episode, we'll explore 1. Origins and market promise. 2. Threats and grower conflicts. 3. Breakthrough cultivation and biotech defenses. 4. Harvest, distillation challenges and fixes, market tensions, agritourism and sustainability. Origins and market promise. Lavender, mainly Lavandula angustifolia and hybrid lavandine, has scented gardens since ancient Rome. Today, the global market produced over 6,500 t of essential oil in 2023, with Bulgaria, France, and China accounting for over 70% of supply, market reports world.com. France alone cultivates 25,000 tin HA, yielding around 1,200 tons of oil annually. Beyond perfumery, lavender drives agritourism, cosmetics, and wellness, fueling a market forecast to hit $1.2 billion by 2030 at a 5% CAGR. ZionMarketResearch.com. Climate extremes and pests. Provence's iconic purple fields are under siege. Hotter summers and erratic rainfall invite insect outbreaks, such as 680 leafhoppers that spread Stolber phytoplasma, reducing plant lifespan from a decade to just 3 to 4 years. NationalGeographic.com. Severe droughts also weaken plants, making them vulnerable to fungal pathogens. Water scarcity and drought. Though drought-tolerant, lavender demands 597 mm of seasonal irrigation, up to 1,191 mm in optimal growth trials, MDPI.com. In regions like southern France and Morocco, declining rainfall and water rights disputes force growers to choose between irrigating young plants or preserving local ecosystems. Disease outbreaks. Root rot fungi like Phytoplasma solani and chronic infections by Candidatus. Phytoplasma solani silently devastate fields. A survey in France linked chronic lavender decline to these pathogens, with infection rates above 60% in some zones. PMC. NCBI. LM.nih.gov. Agritourism versus monoculture. Lavender farms draw millions of tourists, yet prioritizing visitor paths and Instagram shots can clash with optimal planting density and yield, forcing growers to balance income from tours against essential oil output. Disease-resistant varieties. Research in southeastern France and at Eastern European institutes is developing strains of L. angustifolia and lavandine, e.g. Grosso, with genetic tolerance to Stolber and root rot. Early trials show 70% survival versus 30% for traditional cultivars. New hope for afflicted fields. PMC.NCBI. LM.nih.gov. Precision irrigation. Drip irrigation systems combined with soil moisture sensors deliver water only where needed. Many farms now use raised beds and drip lines, cutting total water use by 40%, while ensuring young plants establish strong roots. Extension. ESU.edu. Integrated pest management. IPM. Growers deploy pheromone traps, beneficial mites, and microbial biofungicides, like Trichoderma spp, to suppress pests and pathogens. Field trials report up to 60% disease reduction without broad-spectrum chemicals, preserving soil health and biodiversity. Givaudanfoundation.org. Drone and AI monitoring. Drone-mounted multispectral cameras scan for canopy stress and moisture deficits days before visible symptoms. AI analytics then prescribe targeted interventions, reducing fungicide applications by 50% and enabling proactive care. Hydroponic and vertical propagation innovators are raising lavender seedlings hydroponically in vertical racks, producing 6,000 plants here in a 2x4 footprint. This method slashes water use and accelerates establishment, without massive greenhouse investments. TwinFlameLavender.farm. Timing and handling. Essential oil yield peaks when flowers bloom at 40 to 50% open. Harvest windows span just 2 to 3 weeks. Manual cutting preserves flower integrity but caps throughput. Mechanical harvesters increase speed but risk crushing trusses, reducing oil quality. Efficiency versus quality. Standard steam distillation can take 2-3 hours per batch, consuming fuel and risking overheating that degrades delicate terpenes. Inefficient distillation also erodes margins in volatile oil markets. Advanced distillation technologies. Vacuum-assisted distillation lowers boiling point, preserving aromatic compounds and cutting processing time by 30%. Some producers test microwave and ultrasound-enhanced extraction, boosting oil yield by 15 to 20% per hectare. Cold chain and storage innovations. For fresh-cut flowers and culinary spikes, solar-powered cold rooms at field edge drop temperature to 4 degrees Celsius within 30 minutes, extending bouquet life by 50%. Global oil pricing. After hitting $98.9 million in 2019, the lavender oil market is forecast to reach $138 million by 2026, at 4.8% CAGR, GlobeNewsWire.com. Price swings of plus 20% per season force growers to hedge with forward contracts, yet smallholders often lack access to these tools. Smallholder inclusion. In Bulgaria, Romania, and China, cooperatives pool harvests to meet bulk buying and certification standards, e.g., ISO 9001, Cosmos. This collective model secures better prices and shares technology investments. Land use and biodiversity. Rapid expansion of lavender monocultures can displace native species and reduce soil fauna. In Provence, strict zoning laws now limit new plantations to protect oak and pine ecosystems. Regenerative lavender. Progressive farms interplant lavender with cover crops, legumes, native grasses, building organic matter, fixing nitrogen, and reducing erosion, transforming fields into resilient, biodiverse landscapes. Agritourism as income buffer. By offering harvest festivals, distillation demos, and farm-stay cottages, growers diversify revenue, softening the blow of bad harvests and funding tech upgrades. Which innovation, vacuum distillation, hydroponic starts, or AI drone scouting would you test on your farm? Comment below. From ancient Mediterranean heritage to next-gen extraction, lavender farming is a tapestry of beauty, conflict, and innovation. Growers confront climate extremes, pests, and market swings, but through biotech, precision ag, and regenerative design, they're writing the next chapter. What surprised you most about lavender's battles and breakthroughs? Drop your insights below, like if you learned something new, and subscribe to Agri 360X, airing at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. daily for your daily dose of agricultural innovation.